Hello everyone, so I'm filming a one brand tutorial today which I'm super excited about, particularly because this is an LA Girl one brand tutorial, and LA Girl is like one of the first makeup products, I guess, that I bought a few years ago when I first started getting into makeup. I'm pretty sure that I saw it on Carly Bible's channel and she was talking about the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I picked that up and it was really great, and then got into a bunch of the products. So I'm doing a full face. I don't think that there is a product that I don't have from LA Girl outside of lashes, so I'm going to use Lily lashes today, but let's just get started. To prep my face, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Prep. I like this because it's a silicone based smoothing primer, and I have a lot of acne which has created a lot of texture on my cheeks, and this just kind of fills in my pores, and so it makes your makeup go on way smoother. So I'm going to change the order that I usually do things and go straight into my foundation and do my brows later. For foundation today I'm using the LA Girl Liquid Foundation in Toast. I don't have any LA Girl brushes. I don't actually know if they do brushes. So I'm using my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and it's damp, to blend that out. I've been raving about this foundation in my last few videos. It's a really inexpensive product, and for some reason I feel like it performs better than a lot of my high-end foundations. I feel like it blurs out your pores a little bit. That's a really light layer, and I'm going to go over again. And here's a close-up of the finish. That is going in with 2 layers of foundation on my cheeks. So now I'm going to color correct really quickly, and I'm going in with the Pro Conceal in the color Orange Corrector. So obviously I just color corrected after I put my foundation on, which is not something that you would normally do, but I found that this makes it easier for me to see the areas that I actually need to color correct, and those are the parts that are still showing through the foundation. If I color correct before, I have so much pigmentation going on my face that I would just put too much concealer on. So this way I can just see those little spots, and then I just go in with a tiny amount of foundation just on the areas that I'm not putting concealer, and then I just cover up the orange. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee. So I'm baking all of that with the LA Girl Pro Powder, and this is in the color Yellow Banana, or Banana Yellow. So I've gone ahead and left that to bake for 2 or 3 minutes, and now I'm using the LA Girl Pro Setting Powder in the color Toffee as well. And I like this, it's a little compact setting powder, and it has a little base with a mirror and a little brush as well. So I'm going to dip my brush into this and use it to wipe away the powder as well as set the rest of my face. Ooh. Really like this, and I'm dabbing instead of swiping to make sure that I don't move my foundation. I'm not really sold on the banana powder underneath my eyes because I feel like it hasn't brightened my under eyes, because it is looking a little bit dull and droopy, and it's kind of accentuated these crepey marks, if you can see. Like, that usually doesn't happen. So I'm gonna go in with some Sasha Buttercup powder. I'm just wiping away with the fan brush. Yeah, it's made it a little bit better, but that's still not what I'm looking for. To contour my face a little bit, I'm using this little contour brick, which is a contour powder and highlighting powder. It's super cute. The shade is really dark though, so I'm going to go in really lightly because if I know anything about LA Girl, everything's very, very pigmented. So I'm just picking up this deep shade. Alright, so for my brows, I'm using this LA Girl Slim Shady Blackest Brown brow pencil. I think it might be kind of like the Benefit Precisely My Brow or the Anastasia. Ooh. Oh wow. It glides on really smoothly. How have I not tried this before? I'm low-key freaking out because I think this thing costs like $5 and it's so good right now. Like, this is bomb. And voila, they are my brows. I still will never get my brows exactly the same, and my shade changes like every freaking video. It's so funny. But this is gonna have to do for now. I'm gonna clean them up with the Pro Conceal in Toffee. Toffee's just my color. Love me some Toffee. I'm just setting that with the Pro Translucent powder. I'm moving on to the eyes and I'm using the LA Girl Eye Luxe little quads, and this is in the color Hypnotize. I'm excited for what this is going to turn out like. Okay, so these are really pretty and pigmented. I don't have a perfect transition color, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to pick up the highlight and contour palette and use that highlight color as my transition color. There's a lot of kickback from these, a lot of the LA Girl products, especially the matte products, the contour palette, etc. So I am just making sure that I'm dusting off my brush. So since I don't actually have like a lot of matte shades, I'm gonna have to go in with this deep pink shade into my crease. It does have a little bit of shimmer on it, but it's like, it's not super pearlescent. I think it'll be okay. And I'm picking up this deep burgundy shade and putting it straight into my crease. And I am going to do a half cut crease today, so I'm making sure to bring it all the way to my inner corner so that that color shows through after I cut the crease. I'm picking up a more precise crease blending brush, and I'm going to start packing that color directly into the crease and intensifying it. So I'm bringing it in a little bit, and now to cut the crease I'm using the Pro Yellow Corrector. I want to use a slightly lighter color because I am going to go in with that very light, almost white shade from the palette. So to find where I need to cut my crease, I have like a lot of lid space, so I usually will just go in with the concealer and then look up. And then if I look down again, you see where that line is created? That's where my crease needs to go until. Looking down so none of that creases, and I'm using a flat brush to pick up just that lightest color. I'm going to start packing that onto the inner third of my eye. When I get to the center, I'm picking up this next pink shade and I'm going to apply that onto the outer third, or the concealer that's left over. Then I'm picking up that crease color and I'm just intensifying the outer C of my eye. Now I'm just picking up a pencil brush and I'm running that original crease color just along the area where I cut my crease. For winged liner today, I'm using the Line Art Matte Eyeliner Pencil. Here is the felt tip. Okay, so it is a little bit gray and a little bit ashy, but it's probably to do with the color of my eyeshadow. So I'm going to let it dry and then try go over it again and see if I get it really black. Alright, so I've actually gone ahead and done the other eye, and as you can see my liner is like really black at the moment. That's because I went over it with my NYX liquid liner. Me and felt tips, like, we are not friends, and so I tried and it was just like super grey and ashy. I think also if I was to use this felt tip again, I'd probably use it when I don't have shadow over my eyes, because what I noticed is that it just picks up all the product and it gets really muddy. So actually before I pop my lashes on, I'm going to coat my lashes with this Fiber Lash LA Girl mascara. I love the packaging of this. I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Endless Semi-Permanent Auto Liner, and this is in the color Very Black as well. And I'm going to line my waterline and tightline. And this is really easy to apply as well. It really does glide on. And then after I've done my waterline, I'm just taking it down just below my lash line. And I'm just going in with that deep cranberry shade and running that along the bottom lash line. Alright, I have my lashes on and I am going to move on to highlighting my face. I'm using the LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder, and this is in the color 50 Watt. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Setting Powder to spray my brush, and then I'm dipping into the highlighter. So this is a really smooth highlighter. It's a little bit much, so I'm going to go back over with my powder brush. I'm taking a smaller little precision brush to highlight my nose. I'm going to line my lips with the LA Girl Easy Liner, and this is a lip liner in the color Cocoa. For my lip color today, I'm using the LA Girl Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Fleur. So pretty, wow. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this lipstick. I love the color, but it wasn't the easiest to apply. It's a little bit patchy. And already I can feel like it's clumping up a little bit. So it is a little bit patchy. I don't really like the formula because it's not matte, even though it says matte, so it's a little bit strange. So I'm just going to go over with the glazed lip paint, and this one is in the color Glued. Okay, this is not it. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab a brush and make this work. So to finish up, I'm just spraying my face with the LA Girl Pro Setting Spray. So this is it for the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Overall, I am very, very, very impressed with the way that it turned out. What I have noticed is that a lot of the stuff is like super, super pigmented, so just like have a light hand when you are working with these products. In terms of favorites, my favorites are definitely the Pro Conceal, because that's like been ride or die for like 5 years or something, and I will not stop using it. New favorite is the Pro HD Foundation. I love that it matches perfectly with my complexion at the moment, that it's super easy to blend out, that it's very long wearing, that it covers all my acne and acne scars so that I don't have to do any color correcting, even though I did color correct a little bit today. The shadows, pretty good, super blendable. I would just have loved that the quads would have had some matte shades, so I had like some transition shades, but it is just a little full shadow quad. It's not like a full palette, so I imagine that if I was using the full palette, there would have been matte shades included in that. The strobe light, what is this called? The strobe light. Yeah, I really like that as well. It is more of a powdery highlight, so it's not like blinding, but it is something natural, more natural, and something like you can see that you could wear every single day and you wouldn't look like a crazy person or that like you were going out or something. So I really like how like easy it is to blend. It is very pigmented. The things that I did not like at all was the felt tip liner. I have an issue with felt tip liners though, like they never ever work out for me. Like I can never get a sharp wing. The only time I'll ever use a felt tip is if I'm not actually winging out and I just want liner to line the top of my lash line, like to hide a lash band or something. Otherwise it's not the way to go. If you are like a felt tip liner queen, then yeah, go right ahead. It does, you know, it does produce a lot of product. It's not like it's dry at all. It's just not sharp enough. So the only thing that I did that wasn't from LA Girl is use my NYX liquid liner just to get this really, really black, because that's just the way that it needs to be. In terms of eyebrows, I'm very impressed with the brow pencil. I think it made my brows like kind of, you know, the same as I always do them. It was a little bit chalky, but that's okay. I do like cooler undertones as well, so the fact that it is a little more like grayish, I don't mind at all. Overall, I am very, very impressed. I would recommend most of these products except the eyeliner and maybe the banana powder. I'm gonna have to try and use it again. It didn't really set my eye. It just made my eye really dull. So perhaps if I use a lighter concealer and then retry and set it, that'll work, but I'm not 100% sold. Alright you guys, well thank you so much for watching this video. Again, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really just lets me know that you like the videos that I am making, as well as subscribe to my channel down below. It's either this side or this side, I don't know, but it's down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. I'm posting on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. PST, so I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, do not let anybody dim your glitter. Love you guys. God bless. Mwah.